Hello, we are going to present open house. We are student Javirak Center. From level 2.2, your teacher Patricio Corrella to present of City Guaranda.
Hello everyone, my name is Wilson Molina. My partners and me, we are talking about Guaranda City. So Guaranda City is located in Bolivar province in the central highlands region of Ecuador. The name complete of Guaranda is San Pedro de Guaranda. In this city, people speak Spanish. Is located in Bolivar province in the central highlands region of Ecuador. The name complete of Guaranda is San Pedro de Guaranda. In this city, people speak Spanish.
Hello, my name is Tamara, and I am going to tell about the context of City of Guaranda. There is very light or its historic information about the territory that currently comprises. Guaranda what is comes mainly of documents written by travels and colonial chronicles. That is of description about what they said and that time when the so-called Tierra de Indias was discovered by Spanish. This is of course does not mean that Guaranda lacks a story. Prior to Spanish conquests, there are some cities and dates that contribute to their and the research is need to clarify what cities and dates that contribute to their and the research is need to clarify what the pre-Hispanic past of the province as a life of Bolivar. The Quito tradition collected by Miguel Cabello de Balbacoa mentions that when the Caña region was conquered by Yupanqui, ordered the contribution of fortress and rooms in Azuay, and the Tioccas in order to.
Hi, I am Brian Andres Chuliza, student of the Javier student. I am going to talk to you about the geography of Guaranda. San Pedro de Guaranda is the capital of the province of Bolivar. Guaranda was founded by the Spanish in 1571 and was established as a canton on Unit 23 years 1824. It is can and city of Seven Hills. Guaranda is located in the Chimbo Basin in the heart of Ecuador, in the northwest of the Bolivar province. It has an area of 519.6 kilometers, the altitude of 2,668 above sea level, bordered with, to the north of the province of Cotopaxi, to the south with the Chimbo and San Miguel canton, to the east the province of Chimborazo and Tungurahua, as to the west through the canton of Las Navas, Caluma and Echindia. The population of the canton is young of of a total of 91,877 inhabitants. It has a very placid climate with 15 at 21 centigrade. Thank you.
Good afternoon, all the presents. To continue, to talk about a history of origin to Warando's Carnival. The mythical origin of this traditional festival dates back to the Inca period during the season of the Mitimais, or Exiles, an Inca group from Peru. The story begins with the marriage of young couple Carna and Valerio, hence the name of Carnival, married by El Cacique Guaranga as they wandered for a long time in the countryside. They sat down near the Yangama River and they fell into a deep sleep. When the good, great Taita, translated as a great father, observed the young couple as they slept and suddenly ordered nature to compose a song in his honor. Quickly the bird began to sing a melody happily, the wind blew sadly, the branches of the trees began to twist, and the river began to dance. All the songs produced sad and happy music at the same time. Carna and Valerio woke up, moved by this symphony of nature, and returned to the group. Later they sang it to the cacique Warangada. Later enjoyed the harmony so much.
I'm going to tell you about the Kushpe game. The game of the Kushpe is a traditional game in Guaran. Kushpe was played mostly by the country people who got a small piece of wood and worked it with knife in a primitive way to give in the shape of large and rudimentary spinning top. It does not have a metal tip but of wood. The wood is taken and left to dry. Once it is dry with a knife, it is cut like a steak. Then it is cut to measure of more or less 7 centimeters. Then the wood is wrapped around the wood. The kushpe turns with the help of a whip with which the kushpe is whipped so that it dances. The more whips it is whipped, the longer it dances. To play, the kushpe must be rolled up with the whip. Throw it with force from the floor. Hit the kushpe with the whip so that it spins, and the winner must be awarded the kushpe that keeps the most spins of the longest time. The kushpe turns with the help of a whip.
The peasants didn't not have the option to practice soccer or go to the park. So in these communities, games were carried out with the products, and they cultivate especially rights like the sambos. Hello. To talk about Waranda is to talk about traditions. It's so that in this canton, the traditional games continue to be strengthened. One of these games is the Sambo race. This race consists of wearing a sambo pushing with your head from a certain side to the place of the goals, approximately 5 meters. The surface and should be grass. Some participants even push the sample line horizontally and invade the opponent's line. It is very important to remember that this game has not an age limit to play. It can be played from a child to an older adult.
The Waranda's Carnival. Waranda in Carnival is a single couple created and sung by a healthy, cheerful, and hospitable people, capable of announcing, dancing, and playing regardless of time. So, however busy and enjoy, it is a now and forever a Waranda of heart. The party is complete. Parades and dance are performed in each locality of the province, but officially it begins a week before that is established and the national level. So on Monday, we the Children's Carnival, the song contest. On Wednesday, the institutional carnival. On Tuesday, the University Carnival. On Friday, in San Miguel and Guaranda, the election of the Queen. On Saturday, in San Jose de Chimbo and Guaranda, the inclines of Taita Carnival and the Indigenous Carnival. On Sunday, the parades in Guaranda. On Monday, the Balsapamba and Caloma to end on Tuesday in Echandia. Despite the official program, clubs, neighbors, and institutions carry out programs until Tuesday when the festivities is in the urban area conclude. Thank you.
I'm going to talk about of San Pedro Festival in Guaranda. The tradition of this festival begins first with the eve of the June 21st, with where dances, fireworks, presentation of national and local artists are presented, where people devoted to Patron San Pedro come to enjoy all night and continue with the following days of the festivities. As the main number of the programming of these festivities, Paseo Chagra is held, in which representatives of the states and agricultural groups of Guanajuato participate, in addition to the surrounding sectors and provinces, where each one shows off of their best horses with its reins and riders. The popular bulls also play an important role in the festival, where people come in large numbers. The presence of women is a very applauded fact in the Chagra and Paseo del Chagra, for the joy, good humor, culture, and especially because women occupy an important role in society. This particular festival being at the same time religious because it's also used by the indigenous people for the celebration of the Inti Raymi, or Festival of the Sun, on June 29th of each year. People become two priestes, characters who are in charge of making and receiving donations for the respective expenses of this festival. During this date, every day San Pedro is taking a pilgrimage to a different place in the city to stay all day and return to the church in the afternoon. One of the main attractions of this sector is the church, due to its magnificent construction and impressive paintings. Its main altar is covered with gold leaf.
If you want to go to the carnivals of Guaranda, we recommend that you plan your trip in advance. Make the itinerary and book your accommodation in advance so that you can fully enjoy the festivals. The carnivals of Guaranda take places between the months of February and March, taking into consideration that they take places before Ash Wednesday. So plan your time well. The events start a week before the official carnivals. The city of Guaranda and the entire province are relatively safe places. However, it is recommendation that you exercise some caution, keep an eye on your surroundings, and keep your objects in a safe places. During the celebration of the carnivals, the city is somewhere what that cold. The temperature is around 9 degrees Celsius and with some intermittent rain. Remember to bring appropriate clothing for the weather, loading in scarlet in Guaran. However, we recommend that use applications such as Booking that will facilitate access to good accommodations. With the festival celebration throws, comparsas, groups, traditional dance, games with weather, dust and floor. So take more and change of clothes and well in terms of health emergency, it is always recommendation to take the appropriate precaution and be well information to protect yourself and take care of those around you. Wear a mask in public, especially indoors. Prioritized open, well ventilated space over closed space. Wash your hands frequently. Use soap and water or an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. You cough or sneeze, cover your nose and mouth with bent elbow or tissues. If you have fever, cold, or difficult breathing, seek medical attention. Call be phone before going to your health service appropriate so that they can direct you appropriate medical center. In this way, you will protect yourself and prevent the spreads of virus and other infections. Well, these are the recommendations that we can give you. We hope you enjoy your trip.
How to go to the Carnival of Waranda. This year, the Carnival of Waranda will be celebrated from February 26th to March 1st. You have to go between those days if you don't want to miss it. Well, how to get there? If you live in Quito, you have three ways to travel to Waranda and visit the Carnival of Waranda. The first way is to go in your own car, and the trip will take you 4 to 5 hours. The second way is to take a bus, which takes between 6 to 7 hours. And the third is by cab or taxi, which will take between 4 to 5 hours, like a car. Going to Waranda, if you're going to Waranda, you will pass through very interesting cities and places, like as Latacunga, Cotopaxi, Ambato, Chimborazo, and other cities that will be to your like.
Things that can you do in Guaranda? You can do visit the Museum of Carnival. Do you feel like drinking the coffee? You have the visit cafe aromas de Altura, where the people exhibit the best coffee and tableware such as cups, teapot, and more. Do you feel like swimming? The waterfall Milagrosa is for you. The waterfall is very beautiful. It is relaxing and it is also visit. The water is cold, but the inhabitants say that it is magical. But if you enjoy a good food, you should go to Rincón del Sabor, where have excellent attention and a very good taste.
What places could we visit in Guaranda? Guaranda is very recognized for its carnival, but that is not all interesting. In this beautiful city, we can find many tourist attractions to visit and be enchanted with those places. Cochas Lagoon. It's located 50 minutes from the Guaranda city. It's a recreational tourist complex built between two natural lagoons and where we can find parks, boats, sport fields, and trails that lead us to another lagoon full of flora. Guaranda Carnival Museum. 5 minutes from the center of the city, we will find a three-floor building with the shape of a guitar. This is the Guaranda Museum. There we can learn about the origins of the carnival, its clothing, its music, or gastronomy. Central Plaza. It's also called El Libertador Park. It's located in the center of the city. It has a monument in honor of Simón Bolívar. Next to is the beautiful Cathedral of San Pedro, the municipal place, and several buildings with the neoclassical style that surround the plaza. It's considered the best park in Guaranda. Guaranda Lookout. It's located on the Cruz Loma Hill. It is believed that it was a place where our ancestors worshipped their gods. In that place, we can see the walled city of Guaranda. In the top, we can find a monument to the Guaranga Indian. Also, there is a museum with weapons used in the independence. Caluma. That place is located west on Guaranda City. It's recognized for its weather, nature, waterfalls, and rivers. It's an excellent place to practice extreme sports and connect with the exuberant flora and fauna. Also, it has the toronja crops that are considered one of the best in Ecuador for its pleasant flavor.
Is wondering where to eat on your visit to Guaranda? We have several options like Pero's Grill and Bar, which is located at Convention 1884 between Manuela Cañizares and Azuay, next to the Nile Theater, offering craft beer, coffee pub, and full 100% Ecuatoriana. Has good attention and is an open space, has a concert area. The Paradero de Guadalupe is via Salinas de Guaranda in the dairy sector offers South American and Ecuadorian food, breakfast, lunch, dinners, and drinks. Its prices are varied and offer typical dishes of the city. Ragua restaurant is only on Azuay Street between Pichincha and Sucre in a historic heritage house. Has a variety of dishes, offers Italian, American, Peruvian, fast food, South American, desserts, liquor, and is a meat restaurant with a pleasant atmosphere and varied price. We also have Seven Saints located in the historic center of Guaranda. In the inner courtyard of a house offers breakfast with Latin, Ecuadorian, Spanish, South American food, coffee, and bar with different drinks with typical names of the city. It has an outdoor terrace and live music and is placed with a very cozy pleasant and inspiring atmosphere. Its decoration is very interesting with a bohemian touch as makes and ornaments of another time. I recommend touring the historical center of Guaranda to learn a little more about its history. I also recommend knowing your typical meals and preparing your gastronomic tour in advance so you don't miss anything on your trip.
The Carnival Tropes. Guaranda is one of the cities most visited by tourists. There are several previous tropes, traditional dances, and a festive atmosphere brought to the game with water, streamers, eggs, and strong liquor called bluebird. The celebration contains tropes and dances in every corner of the province. They are a means for the expression of indigenous culture and at the same time the mixture that it had with European culture. In this way, the celebration contains pre-Columbian religious and indigenous components that are related to the land and its agriculture. The traditional clothes are the sheep's wool poncho with pants, with hat, and a white shirt in the case of men, and in the case of women, the baeta and a naco made of sheep's wool and a white hat. Ethnic groups should have haircuts, indigenous people and montubios intermingle in the celebration, and they all become carnival girls, accompanied by drums and guitars and greet neighbors, friends, acquaintances, countrymen, and foreigners. The music and the joy of the dancers wear colorful clothing. All the songs of the carnival tropes speak about the carnival. As the main song to start the celebration is the lyrics to the voice of the carnival. Every young gets up. How beautiful is carnival.
Carnival in Guaranda. The party is complete. Comparsas and dances are you perform in every town of the province but officially begins a week earlier than established nationally, so on Monday with the Children's Carnival. The contest of coplas on Wednesday, the institutional carnival, on Thursday, the university carnival, on Friday, it's San Miguel, and in Guaranda, the election of the queen. On Saturday, in San Jose de Chimbo and Guaranda, the entrance of the Taita Carnival and the Indigenous Carnival. On Sunday, the comparsa in Guaranda. On Monday, in Balsapamba and Caluma to finish on Tuesday in Echendia. In the Carnival of Guaranda, people play with streamer, talcum, powder, lotion, flowers, candies, powder, and of course water. It is a party animate, big comparsas, pregones, counterpoints, public dance, and festival of typical foods that are part of the carnival cultures. In the days of celebration almost nobody sleeps and from 6 o'clock in the morning they begin to single the pigs, cook the mote, prepare the humas, the chicha, the sweets of tambo, bread, among the others. This be offered to visitors or family members who will inside and out with their face painted with tools to the song of carnival songs. The same way what guitars, accordions and drums join this popular celebration. Corn I use in the party as it is consumed in different forms, tender or dry, natural or processed as good as cooked corn, toasted mote in the form of flour in the rural area. The carnival begins with the game of the gallo compadre, which is imitating different animals and to the song of a drum. They comparsa neighbors and friends to be safe and entertained with abundant food and liquor.
And I'm going to talk about the Wasitu. The Wasitupac are the characters that receive the carnival people with brotherhood and courtesies. They represent the soul of the Warandas carnival, like those in charge of proposing questions through songs of the time, saying that can be answered with songs that are or should be known by those who celebrate these parties, and those who answer the question appropriately are rewarded with the prize for the best food, like guinea pig, beef, and fruits, and, and invite them to chicha or alcoholic drink. There are about 30 songs each year. That is why it is very necessary that the carnival person knows songs at the least 7 of the 30 that exist in the carnival were some original bands like Los Piratas de Guaranda and Juventud Bolivarense.
Celebration around the country like Upway Carnival and the capital of Bolivar, Guaranda, is no exception. The entire province of Bolivar considered it the major festival because this is only one capable of bringing together children and adults forming large human groups that the movie to the stream to get infected by the music and the joy of the dancers who wear color clothing. Likewise, the flutes circulate, decorate with flowers and structures that emulate human beavers, and the stories of the characters take from urban legends and also from the sweet art, the cinema. The Karishina, the proclamation of the community's men dressing and women appears what leads the comparsas, and the allegor carts decorates with strange flowers and fields plants with alternate with the parades and comparsas organized by guarandeñas who dance modern writing while to wing, flour, talc, and mixture to basers. Thank you for listening.